So what is the timeline of Lowist? Like, when was the birth of Lowist to the final single, like, completely done?
Not to ask the age old question,
We
when
had
did the
made
band
that
form?
Yeah.
we made that
Well,
cover. What was
yeah, it
that?
was the
Ooh,
Halsey cover was the we recorded the Halsey cover in December of 2020, I believe.
mhm.
So I had done the original like uh arrangement of what I wanted to be a Halsey cover of
Mm-hmm.
Gasoline. I did that in the spring of
Yeah.
2020
Mm-hmm.
over
Okay.
COVID times.
COVID, yeah.
And or so yeah, so it would have been 2021. Because we had come back from COVID, we had
Mm-hmm.
toured, we had done the Hip to Be Scared leg one, and then after Hip to Be Scared, I
Was
went to
this
Lancaster.
was this when we did that what became Knight Rider collar?
Uh
Was this the same set of sessions? Because I remember we had worked on I remember we'd worked on
yeah, it
that and
might have
something
been.
else. Yeah, I think it was the Halsey song.
I think it was
Yeah,
the same session. Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah,
yeah,
so the same session in
yeah,
2021. Yeah.
man.
That's crazy.
Uh,
Hmm.
Yeah, it is. It's fun. It's fun to think about this. Because some of these things go on for so long, and it's so funny because I'm actually experiencing this on my own project. I've been just like going like full hawk mode for the past couple weeks,
Mm-hmm.
and it's so funny that there is like there are points where I'm like replacing notes, and I'm like trying to match a tone on like a guitar or a bass, just so I can like add in a chunk. And it kind of reminds me of this thing that I watched Peter Jackson talk about one time about Lord of the Rings, where like the scene, one of the final scenes involving the mountain with Frodo and Sam when they're exchanging dialogue, and it's like super emotional, and it's like a very heavy moment in the trilogy.
Mm-hmm.
Both of their shots were like years. They were taken years apart from one another, and they had to like patch it
Really?
together to make yeah.
Damn.
And I always think about that where it's like sometimes these songs you end up working like on them, and they can be something that just goes on for like like a long time,
I
and
mean,
there's history to them, and there's a whole there's a
yeah.
whole backstory to them and everything.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, my original arrangement of the Halsey song was I was doing that around the same time that the Affiance guys were sending tracks back and forth. And when I started demoing out what would now become some Knight Rider songs, I just had like all these ideas and all these files. And it must have been after we got back together for the Ice Nine tour in 2021 that winter. I was in Lancaster, and I knew that we wanted to work on this Halsey cover that eventually had Ricky singing on it, and also
Mm-hmm.
had Jack, who was playing guitar, and Hawk
Mm-hmm.
play like the main riff, and had Adam like kind of do the drums for it. So it was like this Lowist and Hawk like collab.
Yeah.
But in that same session, we worked on the what now is Collar.
Mm-hmm.
The first track that Knight Rider released is something that Ricky and I originally produced together. Um, so to answer your question, Lowest, I guess, formed
Mm-hmm.
at the end of 2021. Well, and then we released, I believe that we released the Halsey cover in, I have it actually pulled up right here in, let's see here, pause.
Okay.
In, no, I was telling my computer to pause.
Oh, I was
Uh,
like, okay.
oh no,
Damn.
dude, no, we're wrong.
No way. You've been just fucking spewing bullshit.
Yeah, dude, absolutely been spewing bullshit.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Love it.
We
Ricky's just
we
grabbing mail right now.
released we released Gasoline in August of 2021. So we must have done a session. We must have done a session that was like a COVID session where I came over. Yeah, that's exactly what we did, dude. We recorded the Gasoline cover either in the winter of 2020 or 2021, and
Mm-hmm.
then the I believe the Collar session uh was maybe when maybe we finished Husk and then did the collar session. Now I'm all screwed up. I don't know.
Yeah. No. Husk was a one-off.
Yeah. Oh man.
Husk was at the end of a tour. It's so fun. So I'm not like a normal
Yeah, you're right.
studio. I'm not a normal studio. I'm not like I do sessions where people book a couple days and they come out. But normally, what's happening is I have a bunch of artists and I have like folders upon folders of songs on my computer, and like all of them are just waiting to get done. And I watch every single one of them get older and older every fucking month.
Mm.
There goes the school bus.
High school bus?
Yeah, because I started the Lowist Instagram in July of 2021.
And then that was when we released, that was when we released Gasoline.
Yeah, so we must have recorded Gasoline either early 2021 or late 2020, and that's when this actually came about. Yeah.